shining up the bell. Tonight on our news, talk of an early election gaining momentum.
The Prime Minister telling party supporters it's perhaps time to start shining the bell. Stay tuned to Our News tonight for more details.
And after months of renovations and delays, the upgraded Accident and Emergency Department at Princess Margaret Hospital nearing completion. The health minister says patients already being seen in parts of the new space. Plus, the flavors, the music, and the celebrity chefs are back for night 2 of Nassau Paradise Island Wine and Food Festival. Our Megan Shepherd is live at Atlantis with a taste of what's happening tonight. Then in our news at 7:30, general elections comes back into focus with the question, are you ready for the polls?
As talks of an early election grow, are Bahamians ready to vote? I'm Delvado Emmanuel. Stay tuned to Our News tonight to find out.
Our News, live at 7, starts right now. Welcome to Our News, live at 7. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Candino Knowles. Speculation over the timing of the next general election heating up after comments from both PLP Chairman Fred Mitchell and Prime Minister Philip Davis suggesting the country could soon be heading to the polls. Mitchell telling party supporters in a recent voice note that Bahamians may be asked to decide who should govern the country in just a few weeks. And today, the PM added to that buzz, joking with supporters. Our Joshua Williams gets us started tonight.
It sounds like I gotta shine that bell up. I gotta go in the closet and find it and shine it up and get ready to ring it.
A lighthearted moment with PLP supporters from Prime Minister Philip Davis at the opening of Fort Charlotte's Technology, Arts and Culture Center. The crowd chanted, "Two straight," fueling speculation an election will be called soon. In an audio message to party supporters, Party Chairman Fred Mitchell says voters could expect an election soon.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a country that is facing a general election in the next few weeks, and it's likely that the election campaign is going to heat up, and the Bahamian people will be asked shortly who should govern them for the next 5 years. By any reckoning, that should be the PLP administration.
But what exactly does a few weeks mean? The Prime Minister briefed in his answer to reporters.
Stay tuned. All I can say is that elections will be so.
The PLP launching their political campaign a few weeks ago, asking voters to choose progress. Davis says he's confident voters will give them another chance. A key race to watch, the PLP's Sebastian Bastian facing off with the Free National Movement's Travis Robinson in Fort Charlotte. Robinson, who's been critical of Bastian's campaigning, saying Fort Charlotte is not for sale. Bastian says he's a better choice for an MP.
I am the choice to take Fort Charlotte higher and grow this community to a much better place.
Now, the Prime Minister also telling party supporters Bastian has a bright future in the Progressive Liberal Party. This sparking questions of perhaps a future leadership role for Bastian.
Right, so we are looking at the election in front of us. There are 41 seats. There's no version of Fort Charlotte can't win the government alone.
Reporting for Our News, I'm Joshua Williams.
All right, thanks so much for that, Josh. And after months of renovations and delays, government officials say the upgraded Accident and Emergency Department at Princess Margaret Hospital is nearing completion. Health and Wellness Minister Dr. Michael Darville gave an update today saying the patients are being seen in sections of the new space as the hospital moves through a phased transition to avoid disruptions to care. Dr. Darville says the goal, just make sure everything is working properly before the department is fully occupied.
We made a commitment that we would do the occupancy in stages to make sure that everything was in the right place. The entire occupancy of the newly renovated Accident Emergency is scheduled to be completed on the 23rd of this month. And I'm excited about it because you notice the fence has now been removed to that portion, and we are now seeing patients from the main emergency area, and that will expand over the next couple of weeks until we're able to shift a lot of the movement from the main entrance to the emergency room where it was all destined to be.
And Dr. Darville says once fully operational, the department should allow doctors and nurses to better triage patients and move critical cases through the system more efficiently. But Dr. Darville also revealing the project's cost has climbed well beyond the original contract due to several change orders.
The overall cost of the renovations, I cannot give you the amount, but I can say this. As a result of change orders, it has ballooned way above the contractual agreement that was initially signed when we broke ground for the renovations.
Talking millions? More?
Yes, millions more.
What was the initial price tag?
I can't give you that price tag right here, Space.
All right, the flavors, the music, and the celebrity chefs back for night 2 of Nassau Paradise Island Wine and Food Festival at Atlantis. Our Megan Shepherd is live at the resort all week with a taste of what's happening, especially tonight, and we're going to check in with her in just a bit. But before we get to that, global ocean experts recently meeting in Glasgow, Scotland for the 2026 Ocean Sciences meeting, dubbed the flagship conference for the ocean sciences and larger ocean-connected community. Among the thousands of attendees, 4 Bahamian scientists who not only attended, but they also presented. Jasmine Brown has more in tonight's Sustainability First.
Bahamas First, putting sustainability first for our people and our environment. What's first for you and the planet comes first for us.
6,000 attendees from 60 countries attended the 2026 Ocean Sciences meeting late last month. Chaz Garraway, Denley Delaney, Paloma Cartwright, and Dr. Brandon J. Bethel were among them. The event brings together scientists and researchers to share findings and collaborate on solutions. Cartwright, who is a fourth-year PhD candidate in the Department of Ocean Sciences at the University of Miami, presented research examining the relationship between the Florida current and coastal sea level in the Bahamas and Florida. Delaney, who's founder of the nonprofit Mar Morris, highlighted the organization's deep sea research in the northern Bahamas.
So this has been a really, really beneficial conference for me, both because I was able to share my research on a very large platform, and I got a lot of feedback from scientists.
It brings together people that are doing incredible work all around the world. I was able to meet with others who are using similar technologies as me, but working in different parts of the world.
Also on the presenters list, Garraway, an engineering student at Northeastern University, who's also pursuing a master's degree in climate science and engineering. His presentation was a unique look at climate change.
So I had the opportunity to submit the project that I'm working on for my master's thesis, which is understanding how modeling, simulating a kelp farm that's real in the ocean and understanding how much carbon dioxide that is this kelp farm able to take out of the air.
And rounding off the Bahamian attendees was Dr. Bethel, an assistant professor of marine science at the University of the Bahamas. While he didn't present, he was the Bahamas lead for the Fishing Vessel Ocean Observing Network program, which is now in its 3rd year.
So in addition to running the program, it is also my responsibility to represent the program on an international stage and to identify new ways that we can utilize the data that we already have and figure out how we can collect more so we can do more.
Now we'll have more on each of their projects and how they're helping save the environment over the next few weeks. Reporting for Our News and reminding you to put sustainability first, I'm Jasmine Brown.
All right, thanks so much for that, Jasmine. We've got much more to get to tonight, including checking in with our Megan Shepherd over at Atlantis. But before we get to her, we check in with meteorologist Greg Thompson, who is standing by in the Weather Center. Greg?
Yeah, thanks, Kindino, and a happy Thursday evening, everybody. Another warm evening on the outside with a few passing clouds. Temperature at 80 degrees, southeast winds at 7 miles per hour, and that's what's bringing in the warm temperatures. Feels like temperature on the outside. Feels like 77. Temperatures right now around the Family of Islands, 78 in Freeport, Grand Bahama, 78 also in Bimini, Alistown, Bimini there. Then we pick up 79s, Marsh Harbour, Abaco, Great Harbour, Key, the Berry Islands, 80 across in Nicholstown, North Andros, and in Governor's Harbour. Central Bahamas, 80 degrees in Kemps Bay. We pick up 79 in Black Point, Exuma. More 78s in Arthurstown, Kid Island, Georgetown, Great Exuma, Deadman's Key, Long Island, and in Port Nelson, Rum Key. Copenhagen, St. Salvador, 77. And then string of 78s, Duncantown, Ragged Island, Colonel Hill, Cricket Island, Delectable Bay, Abrahams Bay, Meguanum, Providence, Yellows, Tricks, and Caicos Islands, Matthew Town, where you are, round out a temperature profile at 79. Satellite radar composite, that ridge of high pressure is backing out towards the east. You notice our clouds are now turning more towards north and towards the northeast. That's paving the way for a frontal boundary that's moving across North Florida. Lots of showers and thunderstorms associated with that. We hope this front gets down by us with some showers and thunderstorms because we do need the rain. We expect that front to get near by Thursday, late into Friday. That's your first look at weather. Stick with us. We'll take a look at your extended forecast when we come back.
Coming up in sports, Sack Track is back. I meant to do that. College hoops and indoor championship invites. We're all over the map.
Welcome to... Yo, what's good, my loyal viewers? Ronaldo Dorset of 10YS here. First of all, thanks so much for watching, but be sure to hit that follow button. If you'd like to see more content like this, follow all of the Our News social media pages, and of course, don't forget to turn on your notifications so you never miss out on the top stories from the team, well, from the teams you already trust.
Hey, Greg Thompson here, and thank you for watching. Be sure to hit that follow button. And if you want to see more content like this, follow all of our news social media pages. And hey, don't forget to turn on your notifications so you never miss out on the top stories from the team you already trust.
Meet the voices who want your vote. Coming to the RTV lineup, Candidates Catalog, a show that throws political heavyweights and newcomers into headline-grabbing challenges. Join Megan Shepherd as she dissects candidates' promises, pasts, and personas. Candidates Catalog, where strategy collides with conscience. Only on RTV.
From the K-9 unit to the precision movement of officers on the parade, to the boys in blue hair on the SWAT team, to the police canteen, to the legal department. Join me, Jasmine Brown, over the next few weeks as I continue my annual Police Month series, where I'll take a look at several divisions within the Royal Bahamas Police Force. You can catch the stories on Our News starting at 7 p.m., as well as log on to the Our News social media pages. For more than a century, the Royal Bahamas Police Force has been the face of law and order. Established in 18... Welcome back to Our News. I'm Megan Shepherd. Let's just get straight to it. The first of the big three is underway. That is Tacos and Tequilas, headlined by DJ Pauly D, right here at the Atlantis Resort for the 4th annual Nassau Paradise Island Wine and Food Festival. And as a reminder, but how could you forget? There are 5+ days, 30+ events, 100 different cuisines, all paired with all of the fine premium wines and champagnes you can imagine, all in one spot. And that is kicking off tonight. We'll get to that a bit later, but joining me right now is Atlantis' Chief Operating Officer, Mr. Vaughn Roberts, who will tell us a lot more about this festival and the impact it has on the resort. Welcome. Thank you so much for hosting us once again.
Well, thank you. Thank you for being here.
And one of your priorities since taking over this new role is advancing and enhancing guest experiences. Talk about how events like Nippy help to advance that.
Yeah, it's very important. We do this event during a busy period at Atlantis. And it really is a vehicle to revitalize our food and beverage offering here and really showcase it. And so guests are traveling in for the event. Guests who are otherwise here also have an opportunity to experience the event. And it's just a part of really adding more programming while they're here. And guests really want to experience a variety of different things when they're here at the resort. We have the sun, the sand, the sea, the water park, but then this event just adds another layer to that.
Awesome. And talk about creating those uniquely Bahamian experiences by something like this. You're highlighting a lot of local talent from the chefs and the entertainment as well.
Yeah, it's important. It's important for our guests who are staying at Atlantis to experience, Bahamian cuisine prepared by Bahamian chefs. But also, we use the opportunity to invite Bahamians and local residents into the resort during festival events like this, just so they can be a part of the story of Atlantis.
And we know you guys are undergoing a period of transformation right now. Talk a little bit about that and what people can expect from the resort going forward once that is complete.
Yeah, we're in the midst of a multi-year kind of reinvestment program in Atlantis. And the next big thing that we're going to do is we're going to put $200 million into remodeling the Cove, which is the higher end of the resort. 600 rooms, all suites, and we'll do a $200 million renovation. That starts mid-April and will continue through the fall of 2027.
Awesome. Thank you so much for that update. What would you like to let the people know? The events are started, they're underway. Like you said, the excitement is in the air. So just come on out and take advantage.
Great. Yep. Thank you.
Perfect. That'll do it for us here at the Atlantis Resort. Tossing it over now to Sports with 10YS.
Thanks, Shep. And Nippy Whiff looks amazing so far. Definitely something that all important members of the team should have passes for. Anyway, welcome to Our Sports at 7, presented by 10th Year Seniors. I'm Ronaldo Dorset. Let's do show. This year, they were dominant from day one. Maybe it got close for a little while, but ultimately, the latest chapter in the BAISS track and field rivalry goes to the Sac Big Red Machine. And I'm sure, as you all have been experiencing already, they're going to be very gracious about it. After entering the final day with just a 42-point lead, Sac pulled away to finish with 1,392 points. Defending champion Queens College were second with 1,184 points, while Temple Christian finished third with 538. Several athletes also hit Carifta qualifying marks and broke BAISS records. Conference tournaments, that last bastion of hope to really become a part of this madness in March. Nobody wants to wait on at-large bins. Win the conference tourney and you're in. The FIU Panthers are moving on to the semifinals in the Conference USA tournament after a 76-66 quarterfinal win over Jacksonville State. In men's college hoops, we look at the SEC tournament, where AJ Storr had 18 points to help Ole Miss defeat Texas 76-66 in the opening round. One last indoor meet to close out the season. Several Bahamians are headed to the NCAA Indoor Champs all across the U.S. Tonight, we spotlight that group in Division 1. The two-day meet will be held March 13th to 14th. Among Bahamian qualifiers is Wanye McCoy of the Florida Gators in the 200. He runs in the prelims today, and the finals, which we'll see him in, are scheduled for Saturday. Fellow Gator Quincy Penn will compete in the 4x4 relay. That'll do it for Our Sports. Stay tuned to Our News at 7:30 for details on these stories and more.
When our news comes back from the break, we turn our spotlight to stories making headlines across the world as the UN chief calls on the U.S. and Iran to return to the negotiating table. And CARICOM welcomes a $5 billion Africa investment push. When our news returns.
From 2017, one show has set the standard for current affairs in the Bahamas, and that's On the Record, one of the longest-running current affairs shows on RTV. We've been the place where newsmakers come to talk. We've sat down with leaders in government, cultural icons, industry leaders, and international experts. From breaking news to in-depth analysis, our conversation sets the tone for the nation. We've tackled the biggest issues on the planet, held world leaders accountable, and given voice to the people. From politics to culture, business to the environment, no topic is off limits. Join us every Thursday at 8 p.m. and again on Sunday at 8:30 p.m. Catch us streaming live on Facebook or catch up with your favorite episodes on our YouTube channel. 9 seasons strong, and we're just getting started. This is On the Record.
Too many suffer in silence, but silence only protects the abuser. Your feelings are real. Your safety matters. It's time to break the silence. If someone is hurting you, speak up. We will listen. We will help. I am Police Constable 4286 Sinead Douglas of the Royal Bahamas Police Force. Let us build safer communities together.
Do you think you know domestic violence? Think again. It is not just physical, emotional, financial, or sexual abuse, and it doesn't discriminate. If you feel intimidated, harassed, or manipulated, you're not alone. The Bahamas.
Welcome back. We turn our attention now to stories making headlines across the world. We turn our attention now to stories making headlines across the world. The United Nations sounding the alarm over the escalating conflict in the Middle East as tensions continue to spread across the region. UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres warning the growing exchange of military strikes and the wider impact on global trade, energy, and food prices could push the region to a dangerous breaking point. Speaking in Ankara, Turkey on Thursday, Guterres called for urgent de-escalation and a return to diplomatic talks.
The region and the world desperately need an off-ramp. De-escalation and dialogue are the only way out. And I strongly urge all parties to cease the hostilities, uphold international law, protect civilians, and return immediately to the negotiating table.
Meanwhile, global markets took a hit Thursday as oil prices surged above $100 a barrel following escalating shipping attacks linked to Iran. The spike comes as traffic through the Strait of Hormuz, a key route for about 1/5 of the world's oil supply, is being disrupted, the market reacting swiftly. On Wall Street, the Dow Jones Industrial Average fell more than 600 points, while the S&P 500 and NASDAQ also dropped. U.S. gas prices also climbing, jumping to $3.59 a gallon. And a major economic boost could be on the way for the Caribbean as the African Export-Import Bank has increased its financial commitment to the region to $5 billion US, up from $3 billion. It's a move aimed at expanding business opportunities between the Caribbean and Africa. The announcement came during the recent CARICOM heads of government meeting in St. Kitts and Nevis. Among the projects under discussion, a new Afrexim Bank Caribbean Trade Center in Barbados, along with plans for a regional export-import bank and a CARICOM payment system to make cross-border trade easier. And the One Eleuthera Foundation and the Center for Training and Innovation helping to save lives through a very simple concept. It's just teaching folks how to swim. Jerome Sawyer, as part of the upcoming episode of On the Record, tells us about the partnership making it happen.
A family island surrounded by water, the ideal place to learn to swim, right? Unfortunately, for many kids like these in Eleuthera, it's not something they learn outright. So a few years ago, One Eleuthera Foundation started the Eleuthera Primary School Swimming Program. It was a pilot that's evolved into an ongoing life-saving program.
It was born out of this need and also this appreciation for the fact that Bahamians should know how to swim.
The program is a collaboration between One Eleuthera, the Ministry of Education, and the Culinary Foundation. 400 Family Island children and some adults have benefited over the last 5 years.
Because one of the things you realize is that a lot of times the Family Island children don't get the same opportunities, and not because Family Island students aren't important. It's just simply a lack of resources. Sometimes that's of manpower or whatever. And so because I'm here, we have Durali here, and we've both been coaching a long time. And so it really all just came together at once to have this opportunity.
And who knows, one of our future Olympians may be among this bunch. Even so, for now, it's helping to simply save lives.
Tell me what you learned when you come here. What are some of the things you learned?
I learned how to swim, glide, black float, and I just learned how important it is to learn how to swim.
Why is it important?
It's important for life skills.
Right.
Reporting for Our News, I'm Jerome Sawyer.
Still to come in Our News, today in history, find out interesting facts about the day that was March 12th. Then in Our News at 7:30, are you ready for the polls?
As talks of an early election grow, are Bahamians ready to vote? I'm Delvarte Emmanuel. Stay tuned to Our News tonight to find out.
And Nassau Paradise Island Wine and Food Festival off to a flavorful start with fan favorite events, swirls serving up wine, food, and stunning ocean club views. We'll take you inside the event and show you what's still to come this weekend when Our News returns.
You know domestic violence? Think again. It is not just physical, emotional, financial, or sexual abuse, and it doesn't discriminate. If you feel intimidated, harassed, or manipulated, you're not alone. The Bahamas Crisis Center and the Domestic Violence Task Force are here. I am Sergeant 3992 Tamika Neely. Let's break the silence on domestic violence. Let's create safer communities.
Meet the voices who want your vote. Coming to the RTV lineup, Candidates Catalog, a show that throws political heavyweights and newcomers into headline-grabbing challenges. Join Megan Shepherd as she dissects candidates' promises, pasts, and personas. Candidates Catalog, where strategy collides with conscience. Only on RTV.
In what we do at Best Brew, it really doesn't end when the customer purchases our product. We offer specialty coffee, tea, spices, and brewing equipment. We do a lot of our orders via website. We actually have the mobile service and the phone service and the internet. So having business in a box really kind of brought everything together for us and helps us to be able to provide the customer services that we pride ourselves on.
Don't spend hours sending individual messages to your customers. Use SMS messaging instead. With Cable Bahamas Business Solutions SMS messaging, you can send personalized messages to hundreds or even thousands of recipients instantly. It's quick, effortless, and cost-effective. Plus, it ensures that your messages are delivered directly to your customers' cellular phones, guaranteeing higher engagement. Save time and boost your outreach with SMS bulk messaging. Call Cable Bahamas Business Solutions at 601-8911 in Nassau or
On this day in Bahamian history, in 1952, the Imperial Order Daughters of the Empire opened their headquarters in Nassau at Elizabeth Avenue and Shirley Street. The women's charitable group focused on community service and child welfare. In 1986, local photographer John Servos captured Halley's Comet in the early morning sky over New Providence. The comet passes Earth about every 75 years, and in 2014, members of Customs Allied Workers Union staged protests across New Providence over pay, health, insurance, and shift changes. To learn more about the events that shaped the day that was, March 12th, you got to head over to ournews.bs. And that is going to do it for us in News at 7. Atalia Hall-Thomas is up next at 7:30. But first, it's time now for Thursday is the New Friday with entertainment correspondent Danielle Miller. And tonight, of course, we know that she is hanging out with our Megan Shepherd at Nassau Paradise Island Wine and Food Festival. Denny, I know you went to Swirl last night. I know we're going to probably see something coming up from that, but I know this is also a highly anticipated night. This is, I think, tacos and tequila night. Tacos and tequila, yeah?
You have that right, Ken. It is tacos and tequila tonight, and then tomorrow.
Bring me some.
Well, I'll try to tomorrow. I remember last time he was at an event, and I promised you and Natalia bread, and I never lived that down. So I'm not going to make any.
Long as you know
tonight that I'm going to bring you anything. But one thing that I am going to do is bring you a great story from this event and tomorrow night's event, which is Taste of Paradise. And then on Saturday, we here again for Jerk Jam. And the performers are DJ Pauly, Willis and the Illis, KB, and Sugar Ray. This place is about to be lit all weekend. And last but definitely not least, on Sunday, there is an R&B brunch with Maya. All right, if you haven't gotten your tickets as yet, please go to Nassau Paradise Island Wine and Food Festival online or follow their Instagram page and get your tickets. That is, if they're not sold out already. I'll be having a great time. And did I tell y'all I love my job? Back to you in studio.
We know. We know.
Back this time.
Oh, goodness.
All right. Great, thanks so much for that, Danny. We'll stay tuned to our news on Thursdays to see more escapades like that one with our Daniel Miller. Here are your latest headlines. First tonight on our News Live at 7:30, the Progressive Liberal Party's chairman suggesting voters could be headed to the polls sooner rather than later, maybe even within weeks. Tonight, we hit the streets for public reaction, plus a woman finds herself at the center of marriage fraud. We have courtroom details coming up. And later, the Nassau Paradise Island Wine and Food Festival is in full swing at the Atlantis Resort. We'll tell you all about the Swirl event as our Megan Shepard and Daniel Miller are live tonight. Plus, the Bahamas National Youth Choir is getting set for its annual spring performance. The choir director shares what's planned this year when our News Live at 7:30 returns.
Got that crispy onions crunch.
Candino Notes here, and thank you so much for watching. Be sure and hit that follow button if you want to see more stories like this. Be sure and follow all of the Our News social media pages. And hey, don't forget, turn on your notifications so you never miss out on top stories from the team you already trust.
I'm very excited, and I can't believe it. It's it's a dream come true. When she did call me yesterday about it, I didn't know what to believe. Thanks to Mr. Coleman and this whole staff for what they do, and making sure the customers are taken care of, making sure we enjoy the gaming they do give to us. Chances is the great house to play, even down to the staff, is perfect. They're going to Marvel.
When I wake up in the morning and I take a walk outside, I see the sunshine, I see a new day, and that feeling puts a smile right on my face. I know just what to do, go to the paint place. So if you wanna paint it right the first time, go to the paint place, stop at the paint place. And if you want it to last a lifetime, go to the paint place, stop at the paint place.
This is the ride on the weekend with my grandma to this place, Burger King Nassau, where grandma enjoyed her favorite flame grilled Whopper with fresh veggies, flame grilled beef just the way she likes it. And then I enjoyed my cheeseburger kids meal with a special treat.
And now, all grown up, I get to enjoy Burger King with these people, my friends, enjoying the same classic flame grilled Whopper. Let's just say, we know flame grilled tastes better.
Welcome to our news. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Natalia Hall-Thomas. First tonight, speculation over the timing of the next general election is heating up after Progressive Liberal Party Chairman Fred Mitchell suggested in a voice note that Bahamians could be heading to the polls within weeks. But are voters ready? Our Delvado Emmanuel took to the streets today to find out.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a country that is facing a general election in the next few weeks, and it's likely that the election campaign is going to heat up, and the Bahamian people will be asked shortly who should govern them for the next 5 years.
Those comments come from Progressive Liberal Party Chairman Fred Mitchell in a 3-minute voice note that is now fueling fresh speculation about when Bahamians could be called to the polls. For months, Prime Minister Philip Davis has faced questions from the media about the timing of the next general election, but has only said it will be soon. With Mitchell now suggesting the vote could come within weeks, political pundits are predicting the elections will be called in May after the Lenten season. But what about the PLP's political opponents? We reached out to Free National Movement Chairman Dr. Dwayne Sands for his response. Dr. Sands says the party is ready whenever the election is called.
Whenever they want to ring the bell, tell them ring the bell, okay? They don't have to play games with the Bahamian public. Just say when the election will be, and let's roll. They have precious little to campaign on, other than some glossy flyers and some promises about things that you got to imagine that's going to happen.
Meanwhile, the Coalition of Independents says they're also prepared and will run a full slate of candidates.
The Coalition of Independents spent the several last years building our structure, our organization, our branches, and ratifying our candidates. And we have never left the ground since the last general election.
Now, with talks of an early election in the air, are Bahamians ready to vote?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I verified just recently. Are you ready? Are you ready to roll, man?
Young man, the first time I voted was for Randall Fox and Hello Penland. And I was 21. I never missed election. I always voted.
But not everyone we spoke to was as certain.
I'm still undecided. I'm trying to decide if I'm going to register. But more than likely, I will register, but undecided on who I'm going to vote for.
What's your hesitation?
The country, I just see the two parties, they're not together. That's discouraging me, yeah.
You're not registered?
No.
Yeah, you plan on registering?
Yeah. But I get that. I get the time because the people right next door to me.
Reporting for Our News, I'm Delvado Emmanuel.
Thanks so much, Delvado. Well, if you are a resident with children living in Fort Charlotte, a community center aimed at investing into youth has finally opened. The center was built by Progressive Liberal Party Fort Charlotte candidate Sebastian Bastian. He says it's to assist with after-school programs, exam preparation, and can also serve as a professional space for entrepreneurs. At the ribbon-cutting ceremony on Farrington Road, Bastian described the new facility as an opportunity in action.
Within these walls, we will learn digital skills that will prepare them for the next technology-driven world. Young people will have access to computers, mentorship, and academic support that will help them move confidently towards their goals. Entrepreneurs will find guidance, resources, and a space to develop the businesses that will strengthen our local economy.
The Fort Charlotte hopeful also announced at the opening this afternoon a grant program is available for business owners in the constituency. The building is just the first step in construction. Bastian says there's another phase planned.
We will introduce advanced technology labs that will prepare residents for career in digital industries, a culinary arts academy that will support hospitality and entrepreneurship, a fitness center that will promote wellness, and a modern co-working and meeting space that will give entrepreneurs the environment they need to innovate and grow. This center is a part of a larger vision for Fort Charlotte.
Well, a woman is facing a marriage fraud charge after she made a complaint to police. Aveline Jean went to police after she was unable to register her daughter's birth in 2020 after records showed she was married to 40-year-old Marcusson St. Luc. After following investigations, police accused a 30-year-old and St. Luc of entering into a sham marriage in 2019 so that he could obtain a spousal permit. They both denied the allegations at their arraignment before acting Assistant Chief Magistrate Shaka Seville. Jean's bail was set at $5,000, while a decision on bail for St. Luc is still pending. Now, a trial date has not been scheduled as yet. Well, many culinary enthusiasts and wine lovers are at the Atlanta's Paradise Island as the Nassau Paradise Island Wine and Food Festival continues to dish out exceptional food and drinks. Our Megan Shepard is live from the resort for night 2, along with our Daniel Miller. We'll hear from them in about 6 minutes, but first, a few rain showers in the capital on this Thursday evening. Meteorologist Greg Thompson is in the Weather Center with your first look at temperatures. Greg, what can you tell us?
Yeah, thanks, Natalia, and welcome everybody for a quick check on conditions around the islands on this Thursday evening. 80 degrees our current temperature on the outside with a few passing clouds. Southeast winds at 7 miles per hour. That's bringing in that warm tropical air mass. It feels like temperature is at 77. Satellite radar composite, ridge of high pressure starting to back out towards the east. You're starting to see a southeasterly flow across the central and southeast Bahamas, more of a southerly flow across the northwest Bahamas. That's going to be paving the way as that front, that high pressure actually slides out towards the east. A very active cold front now moving across North Florida. We expect some showers and thunderstorms in the forecast as this front gets into our area late tomorrow and into Friday. That's a quick check on conditions around the islands. Stick with us. A look at your extended forecast is still to come.
Still to come on our news, the Nassau Paradise Island Wine and Food Festival is in full swing over at the Atlantis Resort. We'll tell you all about the Swirl event when our news returns. Stay with us.
John, I just found out that KFC has an irresistible promo.
Crunch into the juicy flavor of the new KFC Rapstar, a classic made modern that's crunchy, melty, and grilled to perfection for all the journeys of your day. KFC, it's finger licking good.
Disasters strike with little to no warning. We hope for the best, but should be prepared for the worst. And you understand that an always online communication system plays a critical role in business as usual when emergencies occur. At Teleport One, we can prepare your business to operate as normal with our many voice, data, and video solutions. Contact us today and let our team ensure that you operate business as usual. 502-4550 or email sales@teleportone.com.
Hi, and thank you for watching. I'm Natalia Hall. Be sure and hit that like and subscribe button if you want to see more content like this. Click right over here. And don't forget to turn on your notifications to see more content from the team you already trust.
Meet the voices who want your vote. Coming to the RTV lineup, Candidates Catalog, a show that throws political heavyweights and newcomers into headline-grabbing challenges. Join Megan Shepard as she dissects candidates' promises, pasts, and personas. Candidates Catalog, where strategy collides with conscience. Only on RTV.
From the Canine Unit
To the precision movement of officers.
Welcome back to Our News. I'm Megan Shepard, and thanks so much for sticking with us here at the Atlantis Resort for the 4th annual Nassau Paradise Island Wine and Food Festival. Currently underway, tacos and tequilas, headlined by DJ Pauly D. Our entertainment correspondent, Miss Thursday is the new Friday. Danielle Miller is over at the site having a blast. I heard you telling Kendino that how much you love your job. Totally not jealous. But I know you got the party started yesterday at the Swirl Party. Miss, how was it?
The Swirl opening party is always great. It is a signature event of Atlantis, but there's something about the event when it's happening right before the festival that really, really puts you in the mood and get excited for all of the vendors. And one vendor I'm excited to see this year again is Aslyn Jadoons. We was there earlier this week, and now I'm following up with her on her dish for this week, because last year, your langi never stopped.
No, it did not.
You had like this plantain taco.
We had a plantain taco where the shell was made out of actual sweet plantains.
And now this year, what do you have? I don't know what it is, but you can tell the people I'm going to taste it.
Yeah, so this year we have a twist to a samosa. A samosa is traditionally Indian, but we created a Caribbean, Creole, Bahamian/Haitian twist to a samosa. Inside you have your pork, you have a little bit of cheese, you have some corn. We even created a homemade avocado dressing on top. And it's the perfect bite because on top it's garnished with pickles, which is a peppered slaw that everybody loves.
This tastes good, y'all. And about food that tastes good, like Megan said, we started it all last night at Swirl. Here is that highlight. Often described as the perfect start to the Nassau Paradise Island Wine and Food Festival, the renowned event, Swirl, was held last night at Ocean Club's Clubhouse. Attendees were treated to unlimited champagne and wine. Director of Special Events at Atlantis, Avonlea Carter.
Swirl is a Bahamian favorite. I don't know if you've ever gone to the other swirls throughout the year, but Bahamians love swirl, and it's so important for us to have it because it is a wine and food festival. And what better way to showcase that than swirl?
With a buffet-style setup, we indulged in dishes like pasta, gourmet bread, tender meat selections, and a homely treat, conch fritters, while taking in the scenic views of a softly lit, lush green golf course. The gathering emulating the festival's atmosphere, but on a more personal level, making it an ideal event for food and beverage enthusiasts who prefer an intimate experience. In just 4 years, the Nassau Paradise Island Wine and Food Festival has quickly seen a rise in attendees. Carter says this prompted the decision to relocate all main events from the Royal Deck to Paradise Harbor.
The festival just grew so big. The demand was so high that we needed a bigger space. And why not do it on the beach? You know, we are here in the Bahamas. It's beautiful weather during this time of the year, and the views are beautiful, so why not?
And Carter told me the views are not the only thing guests and vendors can look forward to at this weekend's signature events, tacos and tequila, Taste of Paradise, and jerk jam.
A lot of entertainment, a lot of food. This year we brought back our People's Choice Award again for the big 3 events, and this year it's sponsored by Bahamas Air, so a nice prize is involved for the winners of each one of these events, and our vendors are very well aware of this prize, so I know that they're gonna really bring their creativity, the flavor, and just, you know, a lot of energy to each one of our events.
Okay, so y'all caught me dead in seconds because this is really, really, really good. And like Carter said, the chefs are bringing their A game starting from night 1. Also, I can't forget this out. Megan, they have a mariachi band. It could be lit tonight. Back to you. I am eating already, Megan.
Very jealous. I am heading to the bus. I will see you over there. I always wanted to steal this. Y'all, see y'all tomorrow night. Deuces.
It's now time for tonight's Financial Market Minute, brought to you by RF, your local investment bank. This has been your Financial Market Minute. To explore the best performing mutual funds in the Bahamas, visit our website at www.rfgroup.com.
Coming up in sports, back and forth the rivalry goes. 2026 goes to the Big Red Machine. Then the road to March Madness continues in conference tourneys, and we head back to the track to see who's headed to the NCAA Indoor Champs.
From the K-9 unit to the precision movement of officers on the parade, to the boys in blue hair on the SWAT team, to the police canteen, to the legal department. Join me, Jasmine Brown, over the next few weeks as I continue my annual Police Month series, where I'll take a look at several divisions within the Royal Bahamas Police Force. You can catch the stories on Our News starting at 7 p.m., as well as log on to the Our News social media pages. For more than a century, the Royal Bahamas Police Force has been the face of law and order. Established in 1840 with only 16 men, it's become one of the largest law enforcement agencies in the country, employing hundreds of police officers. They've not only fought crime, but also built safer communities. And this March, in honor of Police Month, join me, Jasmine Brown, every week as we introduce you to the brave men and women who risk their lives every day to keep us safe.
It only takes a second for things to go wrong. Are you prepared? Don't become a statistic. Follow these simple rules. Leave early, obey road signs, wear seatbelts, invest in hands-free devices, and don't drink and drive. I'm Inspector Gerard Cum of the Royal Bahamas Police Force, reminding you that road safety is no accident.
It's more than a podcast. It's a movement. This is Breaking the Silence with Junior Clovis, where conversations we avoid finally have a place to breathe. Every story, every struggle, every breakthrough.
Welcome to Our Sports, presented by 10th Year Seniors. I'm Ronaldo Dorset. Let's do show. This year, they were dominant from day one. Maybe it got close for a little while, but ultimately, the latest chapter in the BAISS track and field rivalry goes to the SAC Big Red Machine. And I'm sure, as you all have been experiencing already, they're going to be very gracious about it. After entering the final day with just a 42-point lead, SAC pulled away to finish with 1,392 points. Defending champion Queens College was second with 1,184 points, while Temple Christian finished third with 538. Several athletes also hit Carifta qualifying marks and broke BAISS records.
We lost last year, but we came back, we took the crown back on. It's a great feeling, the kids worked hard, and the last day has always been a great day for us, and they showed up today.
SAC's Darvani Dean won the under-20 girls 400-meter hurdles in a record 59.56 seconds to qualify for both Carifta and the World Under-20 Championships. Four-time Carifta gold medalist Jakaria Wilson also set a new meet record in the under-20 boys 400 hurdles in 51.97. They may have the meet titles. St. John's has Jazay Johnson. The star continued her strong meet, winning the under-17 girls 200 in a record 23.57 seconds under both Carifta and World Under-20 standards. Conference tournaments. That last bastion of hope to really become a part of this madness in March. Nobody wants to wait on at-large bins. Win the conference tourney and you're in. The FIU Panthers are moving on to the semifinals in the Conference USA tournament after a 76-66 quarterfinal win over Jacksonville State. Rima Collins finished with 9 points and 8 boards, and the Panthers move on to the semifinals today. In men's college hoops, we look at the SEC tournament, where AJ Storr had 18 points to help Ole Miss defeat Texas 76-66 in the opening round. They face the Georgia Bulldogs tonight in round 2. One last indoor meet to close out the season. Several Bahamians are headed to the NCAA indoor champs all across the U.S. Tonight, we spotlight that group in Division 1. The two-day meet will be held March 13th to 14th. Among Bahamian qualifiers is Wanya McCoy of the Florida Gators in the 200. He runs in the prelims today, and the finals, which we'll see him in, are scheduled for Saturday. Fellow Gator Quincy Penn will compete in the 4x4 relay. Giovanna Volcourt of Tennessee will be in action in the women's 400 semifinals today. Also qualifying are Alan Hanna of Kansas State in the high jump and Antoine Andrews of Texas Tech in the 60-meter hurdles. Prelims are set for Friday and the final on Saturday. That'll do it for Our Sports. This is 10YS, and tomorrow your boys take the show on the road to join in on the festivities on property at Atlantis for Nippy Whiff. And if you think we're just going to go there to do the newscast and leave, you are sadly mistaken. We will publicly complain until we get what we want. The essence of being Bahamian.
When our news comes back from the break, the Bahamas National Youth Choir is getting set for its annual spring performance. Our Sasha Lightborn caught up with their director to hear what's planned this year. The story when our news live at 7:30 returns.
From 2017, one show has set the standard for current affairs in the Bahamas, and that's On the Record, one of the longest-running current affairs shows on RTV. We've been the place where newsmakers come to talk. We've sat down with leaders in government, cultural icons, industry leaders, and international experts. From breaking news to in-depth analysis, our conversation sets the tone for the nation. We've tackled the biggest issues on the planet, held world leaders accountable, and given voice to the people. From politics to culture, business to the environment. No topic is off limits. Join us every Thursday at 8 p.m. and again on Sunday at 8:30 p.m. Catch us streaming live on Facebook or catch up with your favorite episodes on our YouTube channel. 9 seasons strong, and we're just getting started. This is On the Record.
Too many suffer in silence, but silence only protects the abuser. Your feelings are real. Your safety matters. It's time to break the silence. If someone is hurting you, speak up. We will listen. We will help. I am Police Constable 4286 Sinead Douglas of the Royal Bahamas Police Force. Let us build safer communities together.
This is our news. Welcome back. High pressure now relinquishing its hold across our area. It's pulling towards the east and into the open Atlantic. That's paving the way for a frontal boundary, a very active one across the southeastern portions of the United States. Should get into our area by Thursday. Ahead of that, we have a prefrontal trough that's going to drop into the northwest Bahamas by this evening. That could bring us a couple of showers late tonight, but that front will push towards our area, as I mentioned, by tomorrow afternoon into tomorrow night and into Friday, bringing us some chances of showers and thunderstorms. We are dry and we do need the rainfall, so we're going to keep our hopes up high that we do get some showers for the end of the week. Taking a look at the future forecast, moisture in the open Atlantic staying out there, and it will continue to pull towards the east and away from us. Here comes the front Friday into Saturday. That's bringing us some showers and thunderstorms, and we expect that front to park across our area during that time frame. Another front is expected by Monday that will continue to enhance showers and thunderstorm activity across our area. Boating forecast for the northwest and central Bahamas tonight. Much improved conditions. Southeast to south flow at 10 knots. They will fall light and variable at times. Seas running 2 to 3 feet over open waters. Low tide is at 9:29 tonight. Your high tide takes place at 4:07 in the morning. Southeast Bahamas, east to southeast flow at 10 to 15 knots. Seas running 2 to 4 feet over open waters. Here's a look now at your national forecast. In the extended forecast, much needed rainfall as that frontal boundary pushes towards the area through Friday. It's actually going to park and stall. We expect another front once again to get in here sometime by the early part of next week. So we'll keep the rain chances in the forecast throughout the weekend into the early part of next week. Look like it holds until Wednesday before we do see an improvement. That's a look at our weather. Make it a safe night, everybody.
All right, thanks so much for that, Greg. Well, it's that time of year. Time for the Bahamas National Youth Choir's spring concerts. And this year is special because they return home. Our Sasha Lightbourne caught up with the choir's director who shared everything you need to know about the upcoming concert.
Celebrate is probably one of the Bahamas National Youth Choir's most popular hits. But beyond the song, the choir has withstood the test of time, and even beyond the passing of the choir's founder, Cleophas Adderley, back in 2017. The choir still remains a treasured icon, one that carries Bahamian culture throughout the world. This month, they're preparing for their annual spring concert, and this one is extra special because they will be returning to their home, the Dundas Center for the Performing Arts, a place they've not performed in since 2021.
This year, we ask people to expect the unexpected, so we're not staying within that box. We want to have an experience. And so this show is packaged. It has a theme. It's talking about going back to the islands. It's talking about the good old days. And then we also, music has a way that could also be focused. And this is about equality in our music. This concert is something unusual. Don't expect anything. Just be open to listen to music and take a moment.
Fernanda also spoke to the evolution of the choir, explaining that Bahamian music will always be at the choir's core.
What we were seeing with the choir now is that we're moving into an era where we appreciate the music of the 80s and the 90s, the things that still make us Bahamian. I always say that when we went to France, we got an eye-opener. We had to give them information about what is rake and scrape.
Part of the continued success of the choir is due to the foundation it was built upon, Adderley's legacy, which started more than 40 years ago.
All of those who have helped in paving the way of what we see as the National Youth Choir. The independent secretariat was very important to us, and so Winston Sanders' work and the Cleophas Adley being the first choir director and founder, the work beyond that, the original National Youth Choir. We need their work and we appreciate what they've brought to the organization.
The concert is scheduled for March 26th through 28th at the Dundas. You can get tickets from any of the choir members or at the Dundas' box office. Reporting for Our News, I'm Sasha Lightfoot.
Thanks so much for that, Sasha, and thank you for joining us for our news tonight. On behalf of the entire team, I'm Natalia Hall-Thomas. We'll see you tomorrow night. Have a